Shares of SMCI are plummeting. On Tuesday, we had a short report come out. And then on Wednesday, the time of making this video, we have the company basically telling us, look, our thank you, it's going to be delayed, actually. And so right now, the stock on Wednesday, it's down 27.3%. In the last 5 days, the stock is down 36.2%. The last 3 months, stock is down 55%. Now, year to date, the stock is still up around 40%. But of course, since the highs, well, the stock has come down quite a lot. It now has a market cap of $23.2 billion and a forward PE of 11.6 times. Now, of course, the PE here has never been so high. Well, it was higher, of course, back in March here, but that's the thing. Just looking at PEs does not tell you the full picture, especially not right now with SMCI. Currently, these are the analyst estimates. Still huge growth. I mean, we've covered the last report. Company still expecting to grow quite nicely top and bottom line for a while. And just for full transparency, because the next time that we're going to cover SMCI, I want to go back to this video and show you what has happened with the price targets. So, right now, the average analyst price target sits, wait for it, 122% higher than the price we're at today. And you want to guess or maybe bet what will happen soon? Some analysts suddenly will say, oh, actually price target change, why is that? Well, maybe the short report might be right, maybe the delay is a bit shady business. Quite interesting, right? Why do we have to wait until a short report comes out for these analysts to suddenly wake up and actually look at the business and say, actually maybe there might be something wrong here. Of course, not all analysts will do it. Some might back the company. The smart ones will probably not say anything until we actually hear from management. By the way, the fact that management didn't say anything about that short report on Tuesday, but still went and released, well, of course, they don't have a choice to say that the 10Q is going to be delayed, is quite strange. Plus, just a conspiracy theory, or maybe just a theory, did Hindenburg know that the 10Q would be delayed and that's why they released the short report on Tuesday? Or was it purely a coincidence? Because, I mean, on Tuesday, short report, on Wednesday, semi-confirming stuff that was in the short report by saying that the 10Q is delayed, to me is quite strange. Anyways, let's have a look at what has happened in the past, short report, company, etc., etc. The short report is very, very long, so I'll put the link down below if you want to read through all of it. Summarized a couple of points here. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if not, we really appreciate that. By the way, after hours, we got CrowdStrike and NVIDIA. Yes, NVIDIA. How will that impact NVIDIA? Maybe they will say something in the earnings call. Remains to be seen. Anyways, that's all for after hours, so stay tuned for that. If you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment with the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. All right, so first up, we've got the Supermicro computer to delay Form 10K filing for fiscal year 2024. Yes, I know I said previously 10Q, no, it's 10K. I was busy with another company previously. If you missed those videos, those are right now live on the channel. So, they announced that it expects that it will not timely file its annual report on Form 10K for the fiscal year ended June 30, and expect to file a notification of late filing on Form 12B25 with respect to the annual report on August 30, 2024. SMCI is unable to file its annual report within the prescribed time period without unreasonable effort or expense. Additional time is needed for SMCI's management to complete its assessment of the design and operating effectiveness of its internal controls over financial reporting as of June 30. It's quite strange, let me say this, quite strange. SMCI has not made updates to its results for the fiscal year and quarter ended June 30 that were announced in SMCI's press release dated August 6. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Then, the short report. Supermicro, fresh evidence of accounting manipulation, sibling self-dealing, and sanctions evasions at this AI high flyer. In 2018, Supermicro was delisted from Nasdaq for failing to file timely financial statements. Almost 2 years later, in early 2020, it regained NASDAQ compliance but was charged by the SEC later that year for widespread accounting violations, mainly related to over $200 million in improperly recognized revenue. First of all, what the heck is going on here with the NASDAQ, right? What is this? Then, they mentioned here, Supermicro's executive pushed employees to maximize end-of-quarter revenue and minimize expenses without devising and maintaining sufficient internal accounting controls to record revenue and expenses in conformity with US generally accepted, or GAAP, that is basically GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles. Supermicro improperly accelerated revenue recognition and reporting by, here, a couple of points. So, August 22, 2018, Supermicro stock set to be delisted as filing deadline won't be met. August 28, 2024, Supermicro stock sinks on annual report filing delay. So, in short and long, or long and short. Funny because it's a short report. Anyways, moving on. Related party transactions and conflict of interest, so hidden ownership stakes. The report alleges that Supermicro CEO and his family members have hidden ownership stakes in related parties, allowing them to benefit financially from transactions with the company. Related parties may have received favorable terms or preferential treatment in their dealings with Supermicro, potentially resulting in losses for the company and its shareholders. The company has been accused of failing to adequately disclose related party transactions, hindering investor understanding of its financial situation. Point 2. Customer compliance and service issues. Customers have reported issues with the quality of Supermicro's products, including defective components and unreliable performance. Customers have also complained about delayed deliveries and inadequate after-sales support, leading to dissatisfaction and potential loss of business. The company's customer service issues may have damaged its relationship with key clients and hindered its ability to attract new business. Last one here, corporate governance and ethical concerns. The report highlights the company's practice of rehiring executives who were involved in previous scandals, raising questions about its commitment to ethical standards and corporate governance. The company's failure to hold individuals accountable for their actions may have fostered a culture of impunity and encouraged further misconduct. The report suggests that Supermicro's corporate culture may make it vulnerable to future violations of accounting standards, export controls, or other regulations. Here, basically, they write, not even 3 months after the SEC settlement, the company began rehiring top executives involved in the accounting scandal. Former Supermicro salesperson, almost all of them are back. Almost all of the people that were let go that were the cause of this malfeasance. By the way, okay, Supermicro does this, but the fact that the NASDAQ then reaccepts them is completely nuts. And here you basically have yin and yang. The yin is JP Morgan basically supporting SMCI, going against Hindenburg, and the yang, believe it or not, the yang is Wells Fargo. So, Supermicro short report largely void of details, says JP Morgan. They kept their overweight rating on Supermicro after Hindenburg Research released a short report alleging evidence of accounting manipulation, sibling self-dealing, and sanction evasion. However, the analyst believes there to be limited evidence of accounting mistreatments beyond revisiting the 2020 charges from the SEC and sees limited new information relative to the existing and already known business relationship with related companies owned by the siblings of the founder of Supermicro. The allegations relative to sanction evasions are tough to verify, but it's still worth highlighting that the magnitude of revenues referenced in the report does not change the medium-term revenue opportunity for the company in relation to the addressable $275 billion AI server total addressable market in 26 and 27. JP Morgan sees the short report as largely void of detail around alleged wrongdoings from the company that changed the medium-term outlook, and largely revisiting the already known areas from improvement in relations to corporate governance and transparency. I mean, okay, fair point. We've seen this with many short reports before, right? Talking about things that happened in the past and no new research, no new findings, etc., etc. Fine. But why release this note before management actually comments on it? It just doesn't make much sense. Anyways, next one. Wells Fargo lowered their price target to $375. This follows yesterday's publication of a short report in which Supermicro's past accounting revenue recognition issues were highlighted. This had previously resulted in a delay back in 2017, ultimately resulting in a delisting from the Nasdaq in 2018 and finalized restated financials in May 2019, etc., 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 talking about the same stuff we've talked about before. The then said we did get a chance to briefly speak with SMCI CFO this morning and highlight the following key points. 1. This is about internal controls. We think it is hard to narrow this down as internal controls could be considered far encompassing. Number 2, SMCI has not made any updates to results that they provided at the start of August, nor for our guidance expectations. 3, SMCI emphasized that it just finished fiscal year 24 with 110% year-over-year growth and provided strong fiscal year 25 guide, over 70% year-over-year growth. Given this uncertainty concern over revenue recognition and SMCI's history, we're cutting our price target to $375 from $650. So here is also something I don't understand. If you're basically saying that their guidance, what they reported, was fine, nothing has changed, you've talked to the CFO, how come you suddenly go from a $650 price target to $375 price target? Either you believe it or you don't believe the numbers. It just doesn't make sense. Lastly here, and this is affecting NVIDIA. So someone posted this. You can see here NVIDIA, the revenue, etc., etc. The customers, the supplier, 751 customers. Now, 19.03% apparently comes from Microsoft, 10% from Meta, 8.62% from Supermicro. So could this affect NVIDIA? Did they know about it? Or is this just another short report that basically will end up being a nothing burger? I don't know. Fortunately for us, we have an NVIDIA earnings report and call in a couple of hours. And so right now, this is the Supermicro stock currently at $413. I mean, there might be a support-ish here, previous resistance at around $350, so you have to go down another 12% or so. And then, or we go even lower, so another 40% down to reach this support line, which I just drew. Okay. Support lines and technical analysis you can draw all day long. But then when a short report comes out or a 10K delay comes out, well, your lines count for nothing. But the stock did trade in those areas for quite a while previously. So maybe, again, 240, 230 could be a support line that's basically 40% lower than the price we're at today, or 30% lower than the price here at $350. Of course, if we reach that, then yes, the stock will be oversold on the weekly. If we look on the daily right now, it's probably already oversold. So overall, that's about it. That's everything you need to know right now with regards to SMCI. Some of you will already ask, is it a buy right now? I buy the dip opportunity. In my opinion, it's a no touch. It's a no touch scenario. Wait for commentary from management. Then you're going to say, yeah, but if management comments and it's suddenly a bullish thing and the stock jumps, then we missed our chance. Well, would you rather them come out and say something negative and you had the position and then it drops another 20%? Probably not, right? Probably not. Maybe NVIDIA will tell us something, maybe not, remains to be seen, but right now it is in the no touch zone. So that's about it from me in this video. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.